Alright, this is a really rapid fire machine gun. Right, so the first step to building this is you want to build a core. So how this goes is you basically build the shape here. Alright, bear with this video, there's a lot of lag. So basically you power this thing on. You could remove the redstone torch. This is very important for making the on and off motion. Now the next step, so this is a very old trick in Minecraft. It's where you, here, let me build it first. Alright, yeah, the lag here is just really bad. Alright. So this may take you a couple of tries. So this is the trick in Minecraft where you quickly remove a redstone and then quickly replace it. Like that. And then you get a blinking motion. It perfectly circulates through. Now, this doesn't work in real life, but like in Minecraft, I guess these are perfect conductors. So in the core, you could see that only 1/4 of the core is operational at one time. I'll need to explain with a diagram for this part. This could get a little bit confusing when I explain it verbally. Now, as you can see here, if you can see through the lag, only one part of the circuit is on at a time. So, only 1/4, only one corner is usually powered on. Now what you can do, this may take you a couple of tries to get correctly. Now, if you build like that, if you add the extra repeater on the side, you could make this thing operate 2 times as fast. Keeping in mind that only 1/4 of the core is on at a time, if you add the extra circuit that connects to the other part of the core, you'll make it operate 2 times as fast because you're activating the second part of the core almost as soon as the first part of the core is over. Next step. This is kind of an optional step. Step 4 is to just remove that 5th repeater. This isn't really that important, but it's really good for compact design, because, you know, builders, three blocks is actually a lot if you're operating in really tiny spaces. And another good thing about this is that if you remove the 5th repeater, you could basically reuse that repeater and to power other cores. Alright, now this is really laggy. There it is. So showing you that if I remove this, it operates at the same speed. Alright, this is the fun part. You get to add the dispensers to the machine gun, or the barrels to the machine gun. So this is what it sounds like without the arrows inside. That's really scary. It's like an MG42 of Minecraft. Alright. Now, this will not work properly if you don't add the blocks onto the sides of the dispensers. This is because blocks transfer energy in Minecraft, but they only transfer for one tile, or one block. And now the dispenser counts as a block, so if you power this dispenser, it'll transfer energy to this one. Oh shoot. So as I was saying, if you power this dispenser with a redstone, it'll transfer energy to this dispenser. Now this will not work if this will not fire at all if you don't have those blocks in the side. That's because if the energy is transferred like that, the game doesn't detect a change in the redstone. So here's what it sounds like. Alright, now this is actually powering both dispensers at once. I'm gonna show you that. Just to show you the energy transfer. Let's add more stuff. Whatever random junk I got from killing animals accidentally. So as you can see, the energy transfer applies to both dispensers. So, if you do this, there'll be no change. The redstone activates faster than the dispensers could detect change in the power. So, alright, this is a very useful part. Alright, this is a very useful part of the machine gun. It's the on and off switch. So, obviously, if you have an enemy horde charging at you, you can power this on if they're there. And when they're all dead, or when they're hiding behind cover and you want to conserve ammo, you turn it off. So obviously, you don't want to waste your those tedious bullets to make, right? The crafting recipe requires a lot of materials. Alright, so how this works, whoops, I'm sorry about that, guys. So how this works is, you have this lever. If you turn it on, it turns both of the dispensers on. Now you might think, whoa, that's really weird. You're turning off the machine gun by turning on both dispensers. But how the machine gun works is it fires based off change in the power. So by turning this on, there's no change in the wires. There's no change in power in the wires. Alright, now you want to add these repeaters here, because if you don't, look what'll happen. If you turn the switch on to turn the dispensers on, the energy will transfer to the core, and it'll just mess it up. So what you want to do is you want to add repeaters, because repeaters only go one way. They're like a diode, or they kind of are a diode. Alright. Alright, there you go. That's just the lag. Alright. So this repeater only allows current to flow one way. Right? So if you turn this on, it'll not affect the core. See? If you, here. Let me get something to easily demonstrate this. Right? A piston. Okay. So. Right? Actually, let me move that further back a little bit. Whoa, that's really bad lag. Okay. So if you turn that on, it'll affect the piston. If you put a diode or repeater there, and you try turn, see, it's not reaching the piston because repeaters only go one way. Now, now this part is you add a really high capacity ammo storage into your machine gun, and I'll show you how fast this thing could fire and how long it could do it. And this thing will take around 10 minutes in real time, or maybe even more. So I'll just cut it short when it starts to eat up my storage, or when I think it'll eat up my storage. Alright, so I just finished loading this thing up. I have the dispensers loaded. I have the hoppers loaded. And I have the chest filled up. And this actually took a long time to load. It's really tedious. But this thing's fucking loaded. So, this is very simple, the feeding mechanism. So, it starts in the chest. It then delivers it to the hopper. And the hopper delivers it to the dispenser. So, this could fire for a really, really long time. I think it'll take... Alright. Here it is. You should note the spread on this thing. And the arrows are very weak. They do like 2 hearts of damage. So anyways, I'll speed this up. This will eat into my memory, so I won't play the entire thing. But I'll play what I can. So, here's another view. Oh no, the sun's gonna get in the way. That's not good. Alright, there's knockback. So there's that. Oh my god, lag. The lag on this thing is getting fucking crazy. That's just because there's so many projectiles on the screen. Alright, now, something to note here. You just noticed the fire rate slowed down, right? That's because the dispenser fires faster than the hopper could replace the arrows. So, I really don't know a way to fix this. Maybe adding 2 hoppers may help, but for now this is still unknown. But the good thing is that it basically adds more ammo before it slows down. So, I'd say maybe about, what? How much of this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 10 out of 54 times 2. Let's see. So, that would be out of... Actually, I don't need to multiply it by 2. So, that would be about what? 10 out of 55 would be 2 out of 11. So, about 2/11ths of the arrows actually helped the dispenser before it started to slow down. Just notice the amount of fucking crazy projectiles that are here. Alright, now, I'm gonna show you guys a kill test and how weak this thing actually is. So, I'm going to go to the beginning and let me load this thing up first. Actually, I think this might be good enough. And I'll need to set up a long range way where I could... Or, no, that'd be fine. Here. Okay. And I better do this quick. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, you can notice how weak this is. I'm actually on peaceful right now. I'll switch it to hard. You notice how inaccurate this is. Actually, this is not on peaceful. There are slimes here. This is on hard mode. To show you. This is hard. See? Hard. Hard. Like me. So they do about 2 hearts of damage each. Or sometimes even 1. Alright. So let me go turn this off for now. I'm going to show you how you could fix this. Alright, so you have your standard bullets, which are these. Okay, whoops. Right? You could use those hollow point rounds, which deform inside your opponent, and they could do damage afterwards, and they are really painful. Then you could use explosive tip bullets. They do massive damage on impact, and if you use a proper bow and arrow, it could actually insta-kill most mobs. Now, if you want serious power, you could go with depleted uranium rounds. And these will do damage like hollow points. And these will do damage after the battle is done. And they'll affect them until after they die. These are very powerful. Now, for the real show of force, you could use these incendiary 50 BMG rounds. These are insane. So I'm going to demonstrate Alright. I'm going to demonstrate the power of these arrows. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Alright, the good thing about this is it affects you afterward. last time, then I stop it. The amount of damage I'm going to is insane. Alright, time to stop it. Alright, so now I have just filled the dispensers with these explosive tip bullets, and they'll do massive damage on impact. So, there you go. 2 shots and I'm dead. Insane. Much more effective than the basic arrows, and much more effective than the poison arrows. These are deadly. Ooh. This spells death for anyone in front of this thing. Alright, now I filled the dispensers with these depleted uranium rounds. In addition to doing high damage on impact, they affect you afterwards, and they'll definitely kill you. They don't stop like the poison, and these'll kill you, like, in one sitting. So, here you go. Okay. Stupid slime. There you go. There you go. Well, I was wrong about them doing high damage and impact. But then again, Minecraft isn't entirely realistic. Now, I'll show you how they kill you completely. Oh, well. So I think what happens is if you get shot by a normal bow, you get more hearts of damage done to you first, and then the decay is what finishes you off. Alright, these are serious power. These have unlimited range and set things on fire. So I just want to show you what this looks like when you're firing it. Look at the range on that thing. That's rapid fire too. I'm going to go commit suicide. Well, I burned down the fence. That was a little bit creepy, I'll be honest. His voice was like, whoa, what's that? It's just a wall of death out there. It's a literal firewall. Destroyed. These are the ones that'll kill you in one sitting. You're dead. Oh, almost one sitting. Alright, well that about finishes my tutorial on this basic rapid fire machine gun. Thanks for watching and I hope you enjoyed. This is a huge mess. But it was fun making this and fun testing this out. My phone really can't handle that much lag, so I really can't show you a true mob massacre, like spawning a bunch of zombies or spawning a bunch of slimes. It'll just be really hard to watch and really hard to play for me. So, I hope you enjoyed and have a good day. Goodbye.